Good morning. Let us start with today's session. In previous class, we have seen about various methods to calculate initial feasible basic solutions by row minimum method, northwest corner rule, and column minimum method. Just a quick revision. In northwest corner rule, what we have to see which element is at the northwest. That means at most top and left side, and we have to allocate it first. And what will be the allocation will be the minimum number of supply or demand. Then we have to make the counter effects of supply and demand and then proceed further accordingly. And at last we need to find out transportation cost, which is number of units allocated multiplied by the cost at that cell, and that completes the solution. Similarly, in row minimum method, the first allocation will be made in first row, and that too on the cell having minimum value, and so on we will proceed. And similarly, in the last column minimum method, we will check in first column which is the minimum cell or minimum value cell, there we will allocate. Okay, let us proceed to next method to solve or to find out what is the initial basic feasible solution, and that method is this one, the least cost method. Again, I will take the same example. So the first step, we need to check whether the supply and demand are equal or not. So we have to total the supplies, we have to total the demand, and both should come same. Now proceeding forward with the solution, again as the name suggests, it is the least cost method. देखो अब इसके पहले वाला जो था मेथड, उसमें हमको बोला था सॉल्व बाय रो मिनिमम, उसके बाद बोला था सॉल्व बाय कॉलम मिनिमम. Here it is not mentioned whether we should go by row or whether we should go by column. It's just mentioned least cost. So you have to see now in entire matrix, wherever it is there, you have to check the least cost. In entire matrix, wherever there will be least cost, we will allocate it first. So let us start with the solution and proceed further. The least cost method. So this in entire of this matrix 6, 4, 1, 3, 8, 7 and 4, 4, 2. The least cost is this one 1. So first allocation will be done at this position. And how much allocation will be there? Here supply is 50 but demand is only 35. So out of that minimum is 35, so I will allot here 35. As soon as I allot 35, the next thing will be to make the counter changes. The counter changes in supply will be this 35 will go out and this 35 will be, this 50 will become 15. Just 35 will subtract, and hence this column gets cancelled. This becomes vanished out. It has been cancelled. So next minimum will be this one 3. So we have to allocate at this cell. So 3, the demand is 20, supply is 40. So minimum will be 20. So 20 will be allocated here, and counter changes. This 20 will go off, this 40 will become 20, and this column also get cancelled. Now next minimum. Next minimum is 4, but this occurs at 2 points, here also and at this point also. There are 2 4s. So here we have seen yesterday what we have to do. We have to check at what point we can allocate maximum. So let us say if I assume that I will allocate here at this point AE. So here it is 15, here it is 95, so I can allocate only 15 here. But if I see about this value, there is 60 here, there is 95 here, I can allocate 60. So maximum allocation will be at this point. So I will allocate at here, so it will be 60, and again making counter effects. So this will be cancelled out and this will become 35, and this row now will get cancelled. Now next minimum is this 4. So we have no option. 15, 35, less is 15, so 15 will be allocated. Counter effects, 15 get cancelled, this becomes 20, and this row gets cancelled out. Now only thing remains is supply 20 and demand also 20, and only one cell remains, this 8. So I will allocate this 20 here, and this is our final allocations. And then finally we want to find out what is the transportation cost. Not minimum transportation cost, we are finding just the transportation cost. It is allocations multiplied by rate of transportation per unit. So let us say here it will be 15 multiplied by 4, here it is 35 into 1, here it will be 20 multiplied by 3, 20 multiplied by 8, and then 60 multiplied by 4. So on doing this we will get answer as 555, and this completes the solution for initial basic feasible solution by least cost method. Let us proceed to the next method, that is the Vogel's approximation method, or also known as penalty cost method. This is the most important and widely used method, and it has been said that this method gives the most appropriate solution, or it brings most near to the optimum solution. First step will be, as usual, we have to check whether the supply and demand are equal. So yes, they are equal. Then we have to proceed further. Now, as the method name suggests, Vogel's approximation method or penalty cost method. So here we will find out what are the penalties associated with each of the row and column. Now what is this penalty and other things I will explain as we proceed in the problem. So to calculate penalties, we have to make a structure like this. So you have to extend your rows and extend your columns and make some table like this, which is shown on the screen. Here we will find out what are the penalties and then we will proceed further. Now, what is the penalty? Let us say in this first row, if let us say I want to allocate in this row, for example, I want to allocate in this row, where should I allocate? I will allocate at this point, this one, where there is a minimum cost, 1. But suppose instead of allocating here, say I have allocated at this point. Now what happens? Instead of rupees 1, I will now have to pay rupees 4. So what is this? I have to pay a penalty of rupees 3. Okay, पहले मुझे क्या करना था, 1 ही रुपया भरना था as a transportation cost, but because of non allocation at that point and allocation at other point, I will get the same thing at rupees 4. That means I have to pay a penalty of rupees 3. 3 रुपया मुझे ज़्यादा देना पड़ रहा है because of just of non allocation of the proper cell. Hence this is known as the penalty cost method. The penalty means if you don't assign the right cell, what will be the penalty cost to you if you select the next cell. Okay, any doubt in this concept now?
No, sir.
Okay, that is
No,
most
sir.
this is the most important part. Why it is known as penalty cost method? Because I am not allocating it to the proper cell, I have to pay the penalty of going to the wrong cell. जैसे हमारा ट्रैफिक रूल्स में भी होता है, अगर आप सही से चल रहे हो तो नो पेनल्टी, नो एंट्री में घुसा पेनल्टी लग जाएगी. वैसे यहाँ पर भी है, गलत सेल पे एलोकेशन कर दिया, इट विल बी अ पेनल्टी. एंड पेनल्टी ऑफ व्हाट? इट विल बी 4 minus 1, that is 3. So here also we will do like this only. We will calculate different penalties. So how penalty is calculated, I have already explained you. You have to check the minimum and the next minimum. Okay. तो यहाँ पर देखो क्या था, minimum was 1 and next minimum was 4. So 4 minus 1 I will get answer as 3. So 3 will become my penalty for this particular row. Similarly in next row क्या हो रहा है, सबसे छोटा 3 है, मुझे यहाँ अलोकेट करना चाहिए था बट मैंने लेटर से यहाँ नहीं किया, उसकी जगह पे 7 पे किया. So what will be the penalty? 7 minus 3, answer will be 4. So in short I can say you have to take the difference of the two minimum numbers in that particular row or column. That's the simple thing. Third row minimum number is 2, next minimum is 4, the difference will be 2. So this was all about row penalties. Now column penalties. As we did for row, we will do for column. Now in this column, first column, the minimum is 3, next minimum is 4. So 3 and 4 difference is 1. So penalty will be 1 of not allocating the proper cell. Similarly, in this second one, okay, second one 4 and next minimum is also 4. दोनों 4 equal आ गया, hence the penalty will be 0. आप वहां पर allocate करो या यहाँ पर allocate करो, both are same, there will be no penalty. Now in this 2 and 1, these are the two minimum values. So 2 minus 1, I will get a penalty of 1. So we have found out the penalties, and now from this penalty what we have to do, we have to check out the maximum penalty of all this. So maximum from all this is 4. So what I have made an arrow that the allocation will be done in this particular row only. अब मुझे क्या मिल गया, अब मुझे सिर्फ रो मिला कि किस रो में मैं अपना पहला एलोकेशन करूंगा. बस एक बार रो मिल गया तो अभी अपना कॉन्सेप्ट है जहां पर सबसे मिनिमम कॉस्ट होगा वहां पर हमको अलोकेट करना है. So my allocation or first allocation will be at this point because in this particular row the minimum cost is 3. Okay, तो यहाँ पर allocate होगा और कितना होगा? Supply is 40, demand is 20, so allocation will be 20. एक बार 20 हो गया, make the counter effects. काउंटर में ये 20 कैंसिल हो गया, ये 40 हो गया 20 and this columns get cancelled out. ठीक है, so after first iteration now again we have to find out penalties. अब देखो, अब फिर से क्या होगा? 1 and 4 the penalty will be 3, तो मैं उसके बाजू वाले कॉलम में लिख दिया. 7 and 8 now the penalty will be 1 and 4 and 2 penalty will be 2. Next, same for column penalties. Answer will be 0, 4 minus 4 and 2 minus 1 will be 1. फर्स्ट कॉलम में कोई पेनल्टी नहीं आएगी बिकॉज इट इज ऑलरेडी एग्जॉस्टेड. अब नेक्स्ट पार्ट क्या होगा? अगेन वी हैव टू चेक फॉर मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी. सो 3, 3, 1, 2 और 0, 1. यहाँ पर 0, 1 पेनल्टीज मिली, यहाँ पर 3, 1, 2 मिली. मैक्सिमम कौन सी है? ये वाली 3. सो दिस इज 3 मैक्सिमम. सो वी हैव टू अलोकेट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर रो. अब इस रो में किसको अलोकेट करेंगे? सो द वन विच हैज मिनिमम कॉस्ट. ठीक है, एक बार रो मिल गया यहाँ से, तो यहाँ पर मिनिमम कॉस्ट को अलोकेट करेंगे. एंड हाउ मच टू अलोकेट? यहाँ पर 35 है, यहाँ पर 50 है. अलोकेशन विल बी 35. नाउ डूइंग द काउंटर चेंजेस, दिस 35 विल गेट कैंसल्ड, 50 becomes 15 and this column will get cancelled. Now next iteration again find out penalties. तो पेनल्टीज में क्या होगा? अब तो 4 ही बचा है, तो 4, 8, 4 and here I will get 0 and this has been cancelled. So again I will check for maximum penalty. Maximum penalty is 8, so I will highlight this. I will allocate at this particular row. तो एरो बन गया and in this particular row the cell which has minimum value, but हमारे पास एक ही सेल बचा हुआ है अभी, वो है ये वाला 8. So my allocation will be done here. And how much allocation? The supply is 20, demand is 95, so I will allocate only 20 here. And counter effects, this 20 will go off and this 95 will become 75 and this row will get cancelled out. Again going for penalties. Okay, 4, 4, 0. अब पेनल्टी हो गया 4, 4 दोनों जगह पे. अब कहाँ पर अलोकेट करोगे? सो अगेन वी हैव टू सी इन विच रो देर इज मिनिमम कॉस्ट. नाउ सी हियर, तो सबसे पहले क्या देखना है हमको? व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी. तो मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी तो अब दोनों जगह आ रही है. अब क्या करेंगे? नाउ यू हैव टू चेक इन विच ऑफ द मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी. यू कैन राइट इट डाउन, ये लिख के रखोगे, आगे भी बहुत काम आएगा. ठीक है, इफ मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी इज सेम देन यू हैव टू चेक आउट द कॉस्ट. आफ्टर चेकिंग द मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी यू हैव टू चेक आउट द कॉस्ट. तो कॉस्ट में देखेंगे तो फर्स्ट वाले की पेनल्टी 4 है, उसके अंदर कॉस्ट 4 है, थर्ड में भी पेनल्टी 4 है और कॉस्ट भी 4 है. अब यहाँ पर क्या हो गया? कॉस्टिंग भी सेम आ रहा है. सो पेनल्टी सेम, उसके बाद हम क्या चेक कर रहे हैं? कॉस्ट. अब क्या हो गया? कॉस्ट इज ऑल्सो कमिंग सेम. नाउ वी हैव टू चेक एट व्हाट पॉइंट वी कैन अलोकेट मैक्सिमम. ठीक है, अगेन आई विल रिपीट. फर्स्ट चेक मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी, देन चेक मिनिमम कॉस्ट. मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी के बाद मिनिमम कॉस्ट. wherever there is minimum cost we will allocate. If there is tie again within the cost, then we have to go for maximum allocation. So maximum penalty, minimum cost, maximum allocation, this will be your order. Penalty maximum is 4 both side, then I have to check minimum cost 4 both side. Now we have to go for how much maximum I can allocate. तो यहाँ पर ये वाले फर्स्ट वाले 4 पे मैं allocate कितना कर सकता हूँ? सिर्फ 15. और यहाँ पर कितना allocate कर सकता हूँ? 60. So I will first do my allocation at this particular point. So 60 will be done here, and counter effects, this 60 will go, this will become 15, and finally I will write जो बचा हुआ है वो एक ही बचा है ऊपर, so वो हो जाएगा 15, and this finally I will find out transportation cost is ₹555. After comparing the results, अब भी मैं नहीं बोल सकता हूँ कि ये आंसर मेरा मिनिमम है. You can observe in my answer, I have written transportation cost only. I have not written minimum transportation cost or optimum transportation cost. Maybe all these methods have taken me to the nearest solution. हो सकता है आंसर इसका होगा 554. It is possible. मुझे आंसर मिला है 555, तो वो हमको चेक करना पड़ेगा भाई stepping stone method और modified distribution method. ठीक है, any doubts now in this case, because this is the most important method which we need to follow in every problem of ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. आगे जितने ही प्रॉब्लम मैं करूंगा, all will be based on this method to give you the practice, because the previous 4 methods were quite simple. It was just the allocation by row minimum, column minimum, or northwest corner rule. But this is the method in which we require some thinking. So henceforth, from all the problems of transportation, whatever we will solve, the first step I will use will be Vogel's approximation.
सर हम लोग ने अभी इसी इसमें रोज में देखा ना, जो मिनिमम चेक करने के लिए पेनल्टी, तो सेम हम लोग को पूरे मैट्रिक्स में चेक करना है ना पेनल्टी की, कि
नहीं
कौन
नहीं
सा
नहीं, देखो
मैक्सिमम
देखो,
पेनल्टी है
अपना
वहां से
लॉजिक
जाना पड़ेगा.
लॉजिक क्या है? चेक द मैक्सिमम पेनल्टी. बराबर. अब ये
यस
तो
सर.
अपना ये प्रॉब्लम ऐसा आ गया जहां पर हर जगह पेनल्टी मैक्सिमम रो में ही आ रही थी, बट ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. हो सकता है पेनल्टी मैक्सिमम कॉलम में आ जाए, तो उस कॉलम में फिर हमको देखना पड़ेगा कौन सा मिनिमम जहां पर हम अलोकेट कर सकते हैं.
ओके सर, यानी ओवरऑल हर एक के लिए पूरा मैट्रिक्स में ही कंपेयर करना पड़ेगा ना
Yes, yes,
पेनल्टी.
yes. Logic is go for maximum penalty, whether it is in column, whether it is in row. Maximum penalty, then go for minimum cost, then go for maximum allocation. So I hope that you have understood this method. In next lecture, I will start with this, and then we will go for checking of optimality by either Modi method or stepping stone method.